Good afternoon, good morning, good night, whatever time you're watching this in the States. I want you to just bear with me a little bit. My throat, there's an issue going on with my throat. There's two different issues going on. We won't get into that. But I'm having some difficulty if I talk more than 30 minutes, actually. So you just pray for us that we'll get all that cleared up, whatever that might be. We have some tests coming up. We want you to give us your attention for just a moment. This won't be lengthy. But as you know, President Trump made a statement that of the United States taking over the Gaza Strip, and he had talked to Benjamin Netanyahu, who said that he would be in favor of that taking place. Now, when you talk about taking over an area, you're not talking about annexing it into the United States. You're not talking about making it the 51st state of the United States. What they would be doing is the United States, instead of the United Nations or instead of the Israeli troops, would be, and this is the term I would use, they would be occupying the control of that area, assisting in setting up a new government, making sure that Hamas does not get a stronghold again. Well, when that statement came out, everything was going well with the hostage negotiations. And then, and this may be old news by the time you see it, but then Hamas came out and said, we're done with releasing hostages. So now what you have is a chess match. You have Donald Trump giving an ultimatum on this day, you better have them all released. And you have Hamas, who I think is just really playing him to see what is his plan or how serious that he would be. Now, if you will remember, the United States years ago sent troops into the area of Lebanon, and they were not there occupying Lebanon, but there was buildings and apartments that the U.S. troops were staying in, and a terrible bomb, I think, if I'm not mistaken, it may have been 2 bombs in vehicles, were exploded in front of that facility, and we lost a lot of United States Marines. The danger of our troops going into that area, if our troops are a part of that, I haven't heard whether we are or not, but if our troops were to try to go in there, it is a very dangerous situation. First of all, a lot of the people there in Gaza, some speak English, but some do not. Most people think everybody in the Middle East speaks English. There are people that maybe speak broken English. Some people speak good English. They speak it where it's understandable, and others do not. And so there's a communication barrier, whereas with the Israelis, there are people there that know the Hebrew language. They were raised around Jewish people. It's a little bit different in that aspect. The second thing is having to move in military equipment. Do we move in military equipment? A third aspect is, do we get pulled into a war with other countries such as Iran or Turkey as a result of doing this? Now, someone has suggested, and President Trump in his past, and has been all of his life, a businessman. So he looks at things differently than a politician does. He looks at what is the business benefit or the economic benefit of certain things. One of the things is right off the coast of Gaza, right out there in the Mediterranean, is a lot of gas. There's the underground under the ocean, and it's worth probably, the estimate I've heard is trillions of dollars. So there may be a deal being made with the United States and Israel over organizing, getting that gas out and selling it. So that could very well be a possibility of one of the motivations why. So I think that the danger of this, now someone said, Perry, why do you think, and again, this will be old news, but why do you think that Hamas said they want to delay releasing the hostages? One of the answers, in my opinion, is that when they release those 3 men, they actually look like Holocaust survivors. And I think Hamas has taken a beat down on that, and I think what they may be doing is holding the other hostages and letting them eat and feeding them so they won't look like the others if they're released. That's an opinion. I've not heard anybody say that, but sometimes when I'm thinking about these things, I'm thinking, okay, how would the other side be thinking right now? What is this? We know what this side is thinking, but what is the other side thinking? But there's a huge risk there because I was on... I'm going to do a teaching called The Deadly Wound That Was Healed, and I may save it for our prophetic summit, I don't know. It's very difficult on YouTube because I only want to take about 7 or 8 minutes, and there are some messages that I have that are like 35 to at least an hour. So those have to be done out in meetings, or they have to be done in some of our summits and conferences. And speaking of our prophetic summit, we hope that you can attend. We only have a few hundred tickets still available, no fee to attend, but please don't plan on coming unless you're coming. Does that make sense? Let me reword that. Please don't register unless you know you're coming, because we don't want to take up any seats or people may not be there and someone could have come. So my opinion of Gaza is you better be very careful doing it. You better have a plan, you better have an exit strategy, and it better be well planned and well organized, because it cannot be a knee-jerk thing, because it could very easily backfire, is what I'm saying. So time will tell, and we just need to keep praying for those people. There are some really precious people in that part of the world. There's about 1,000 Christians in Gaza. There's a lot of Palestinian people that have really suffered through this, and our hearts go out to them as well as, the troops that have lost their lives. But let's just continue to pray for peace to come to that region. And we do know biblically there's coming a temporary peace before the tribulation begins. That's in the Bible. So there's going to be peace to come in parts of the world. And so, folks, I'm going to say it again, we're in prophetic times, and you need to be studying prophecy as much as possible. Maybe on the side. You don't have to make it a major issue to study it, but study it on the side. And when you have an opportunity to sit under ministers like this conference we're going to have in the spring, then take the time to do that. It's well worth it. And one thing you get that you don't see on TV is all the great fun and fellowship with the great people that we have and our wonderful partners. Partners, we thank you, love you. I'm going to be sending the partners either a audio message or a special letter. I haven't sent a letter out in 30 some years, but I have some things that we're about to do that I need to tell just my partners about. So partners, be looking. I don't know when it's going to come out. Maybe you'll get it by now. Maybe it'll be a couple weeks from now. So if you're a partner of our ministry, just keep that in mind. Thank you for joining me. Give us a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel if you'd like. Keep watching. We always make something available.
Are you ready to unlock profound prophetic insights and explore the mysteries of God's divine plan? Perry Stone invites you to dive into an extraordinary teaching resource that unravels ancient truths, spiritual warfare strategies, and end-time revelations. Introducing a dynamic collection of audio teachings designed to equip and inspire believers in this prophetic season. This powerful prophetic resource features 3 insightful audio CD sets, plus a bonus CD packed with surprising revelations about the rapture. The first teaching of the 2 CD set is titled The Battle of the Gods and Beasts, and dives into a stunning exploration of ancient false gods and their modern-day spiritual implications. Discover how Christ countered the dangerous idols of the Roman and Greek empires and how these revelations impact spiritual warfare today. The second CD examines the future 2 beasts rising, revealing how 2 demonically influenced men will fulfill key apocalyptic prophecies. The second 2-CD resource, Yahweh's Prophetic Clock, enters the much-debated subject of how God is counting prophetic time to establish the timing of the rapture. This teaching explains the mystery linked with the number 7 and the numerous other prophetic cycles and patterns. This eye-opening 2-hour teaching provides one of the clearest explanations of God's prophetic calendar, offering fresh insights that will deepen your understanding. The third audio teaching, When Angels Show Up, includes 2 compelling messages. The first reveals the angelic covenant of protection, an essential understanding for navigating this dangerous season. The second message, How to Release Angels During Prophetic Seasons, teaches how to access heavenly messengers during times of increased demonic and angelic activities as prophecies are being fulfilled. This is an important revelation on angels. We are also including a bonus CD, The Chaos of the Rapture. Within 48 hours after the rapture, the chaos of Revelation 6 will be unleashed. Learn how millions of people missing and the atomic effect of the rapture and resurrection will send the world into darkness and complete confusion. This comprehensive teaching package includes 3 teachings, 6 CDs, plus the unique single CD on the chaos of the rapture, offering over 7 hours of prophetic teaching. For a limited time, you can receive this prophetic teaching package for a donation of $30 or more. Call us toll-free at 1-888-21-BREAD. That's 1-888-212-7323. Or order online at perrystone.org. Additionally, you can write to us at Perry Stone, P.O. Box 3595, Cleveland, Tennessee 37320, and enclose your gift of $30 or more to request CD package offer YP-147. This package is also available as a digital download on our website. We look forward to hearing from you soon.
If you enjoyed this YouTube content, there's an important website you should know about: perrystone.org. Perrystone.org is an essential resource for the latest books, audiovisual presentations, and digital products from Perry Stone Ministries, resources that cover the same kinds of topics discussed in the program you just watched. Stop in and see all that's available at perrystone.org.